Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and tackle a massive roadblock that trips up so many creators trying to grow their channels. We've all been there, right? You pour hours into scripting, filming, and editing, only to publish and watch your metrics just completely flatline. So why does that happen? Well, today, we're going to unpack the true underlying engine of platform growth. We're getting into the actual mechanics of watch time and something even more elusive, session time.
So ask yourself, what does YouTube actually care about? Look, most creators get totally hyper-focused on vanity metrics. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Clicks, views, subscriber counts, likes. But the recommendation algorithm? It's searching for something much, much deeper. The entire business model depends on keeping people on the platform for as long as possible. They want users to stay, engage, and, of course, watch ads. Because of that, the algorithm heavily rewards and monetizes content that successfully sustains actual human attention.
And this quote absolutely hits the nail on the head. It perfectly illustrates the trap of the clickbait mindset. Most creators focus entirely on views, but the creators making the most money understand one hidden metric, and that's session time. I mean, think about it. Getting a click literally means nothing if the viewer gets bored and leaves 10 seconds later. What actually dictates your reach is a very specific formula of sustained engagement.
Think of this as the ultimate master formula for growth. It goes like this. Curiosity plus retention plus watch time plus session continuation equals growth. First, you need curiosity. That's your click-through rate, just to get them in the door. Then you need retention to keep them watching without bouncing. Next is watch time, to accumulate that sustained attention. And finally, session continuation, which extends their journey across the platform. True growth requires absolutely every single variable in this equation.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll be covering the core metrics, the critical 30 seconds, viewer psychology, visual variety in editing, and finally, building the binge-watch system.
Let's start right off with Section 1, the core metrics.
We really need to understand the crucial difference here. Watch time is basically just the total sustained attention of your spends inside your specific content. Simply put, it measures how long they watched your stuff. But session time? That evaluates a viewer's entire journey on the platform. It's the total time a viewer stays on YouTube after interacting with your content. So if someone watches your stuff and then goes on to watch 3 more clips, even if they belong to a totally different creator, you get algorithmic credit for starting that viewing session. And that feeds right into average view duration, or AVD. AVD tells you exactly how much of your content the average person watched. Now, it's an absolutely vital metric for measuring engagement, but you can't just look at it in a vacuum. You have to dissect your retention graphs alongside it. For instance, if your non-subscribers have a massively lower AVD than your core subscribers, that's a huge flashing warning sign. It tells you that you need a much stronger hook to keep those new, unfamiliar viewers from clicking away.
I absolutely love this theme park analogy. Imagine the platform is a giant theme park. Your content is just one single attraction inside that park. Watch time measures how much people enjoy your specific roller coaster, but session time measures whether your roller coaster put them in a good enough mood to go explore the rest of the park. If they enjoy your ride and then keep exploring, the algorithm values your attraction tremendously, which seriously boosts your recommendations.
Moving on to Section 2, the critical 30 seconds.
Listen, almost every single creator sees an initial drop-off in the first 15 to 30 seconds. Losing up to 20% of your audience right out of the gate is honestly completely normal. But if you see a sharp drop of 35% or more, that indicates a massive expectation mismatch. It means a weak intro promised one thing in the thumbnail but delivered something totally different. Viewers feel bait and switched, and they will bounce immediately. To survive that dangerous early drop, you have to use a high-retention hook. You need to state the problem, spark curiosity, and promise value right up front. So instead of some long, rambling, boring intro, you might say, most creators focus on views, but today I'm going to show you the hidden metric that actually drives growth. Boom. You stated a problem, created a curiosity gap, and gave them a highly concrete reason to stick around.
Section 3, viewer psychology.
There is a huge myth out there that modern audiences just have terrible short attention spans. They don't. I mean, people happily binge 3-hour podcasts or entire seasons of a show in one sitting. The reality is, viewers don't lack attention, they just have zero tolerance for bad pacing. The human brain hates mental fatigue. Viewers leave the second they encounter confusion, dead space, or repetitive visuals. You have to constantly feed their desire for emotion, novelty, and a real sense of progress.
To combat that mental fatigue, we use what's called the story momentum system. You introduce a question, build tension, offer a discovery, deliver the payoff, and then immediately open a new question. This creates deep emotional engagement and a powerful curiosity gap. For example, using an open loop like later, I'll show you the exact setting that doubled my click-through rate, literally forces the viewer's brain to stick around for the resolution. It's all about building a continuous chain of anticipation.
Section 4. Visual variety and editing. You really need to edit your content for what we call payoff density. That means delivering genuine, hard-hitting value every 20 to 30 seconds. You should be changing the visual stimulus every 5 to 10 seconds. Mix it up. Use B-roll, motion graphics, zooms, captions, and immersive sound design to continuously reset their attention. And above all else, you must ruthlessly cut all dead space. Every breath, every long pause, every tangent that doesn't serve the core message has to go.
Now, if you're making educational content, try using this scaffolding structure. Simplify complex concepts, use analogies, demonstrate things visually, and apply them via examples. Remember, clarity reduces viewer fatigue. And honestly, there are so many great tools out there to help you build this efficiently. You can use Notion or Notebook LM for organizing your research, fire up ChatGPT to brainstorm punchy hooks, and lean on Canva or CapCut for creating rapid visual pattern interrupts.
Section 5. Building the binge-watch system. This right here is the architecture of a true viewer ecosystem. It kicks off with a perfect expectation match from the thumbnail, flows into a high-retention experience, and finishes with a strategic end-screen call to action. Please, never end with a weak, boring sign-off like, well, that's it, thanks for watching. That literally just signals the viewer to click away. Instead, use an emotional open loop. Say something like, now that you understand retention, you need to know how the algorithm ranks thumbnails. Click right here to find out. You're seamlessly transitioning them into a related playlist, building your very own binge chain.
Which brings us to our final overarching principle. Great creators do not just get clicks, they sustain attention and extend viewer journeys. If you can master your watch time and strategically extend your session time, you are going to unlock the true engine of platform growth. So, going back to our analogy, if this platform is a theme park, are you building the roller coaster that everyone talks about? Or are your creations just pointing viewers straight to the exit gate? What kind of ecosystem are you going to build next?